Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we just had some pirates pop up. They must be dealt with. I'm not surprised that they're popping up though, if I'm honest. We're going to send the second combat fleet over to deal with them. However, we may actually end up waiting here until these guys are repaired. They're not repairing very quickly. That's for sure.
A spaceport is deserted.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. Yeah, I think we'll just go send the second combat fleet after them. They're not that threatening, all things considered. However, there are a few things that I want to do first, before we do that. First off, I want to do some buildings here. Now, we've got a Cyto Revitalization Center to make here. I'm absolutely fine with that. This is a mining world. In terms of other structures that we can build here, we could at this point transition this over into, say, an alloys world, boost up our alloy foundries. I'm okay with that. That should be fine. Now, a mining world does give us miner output, which is what we want, so that's fine. This is, of course, a forge world here, and we probably want to put in just these two available mining districts for right now. That'll solve that problem, temporarily. This is, of course, a hybrid power and tech world. We want to simply put in a research lab here. This is a tech world. We are lacking employment. Let's just upgrade to Cyto Revitalization Centers. That should solve that problem. This is a forge world. We do have 2 unemployment here. I'm going to put in an alloy foundry, and that will solve it for now. But the moment anything else happens here, we're going to need to address Mufrid Prime again. At Ebenar, I would love to get a planetary capital. And then after that, does a research supercomputer, or rather a research institute, require the planetary capital? It does. We're going to wait on that then. Excellent. This generator world here. We've got a building slot available. I think we'll just put in... No, not a chemical plant. I think we'll just put in an alloy foundry. There we go. This industrial world here. We're doing okay on consumer goods, but we should probably have more. Now, I would love to put in a Ministry of Production here. That does require planetary capital. We're 3 pops away from that. Okay. So it'll just be a civilian industry then. We'll get another building slot once we hit 40 population anyway. That will be absolutely fine. This agri world here needs some housing. And we'll just put in a city district for now. That will be fine. This industrial world. Sredma is actually doing very, very well. We do already have a Ministry of Production. We are limited to 1 gas extraction well. What do we want to put in here? Mineral purification plants? To boost up our mining district to help offset the production? Or do we want to put in an additional civilian industry here? I think we'll put in an additional civilian industry. We may come back and change that a little bit later on. We're lacking jobs on our capital. We're going to upgrade this to a capital complex for sure. And I think we'll also upgrade to an administrative park. There we go. That will get that solved nicely. Okay, the second combat fleet is really not regenerating quickly at all. Yeah, really not quickly. That said, we're still going to come on over here. We need to deal with these pirates. Yeah, they're being jerks. We absolutely need to deal with them. I do want to reinforce this fleet up here. Now, what was that just came in? I'm not sure what the advisor was just saying. I actually wasn't listening. We did actually lose a governor. We may want to put one in. We may have lost other governors, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to buy in a few alloys. Just because we are in a situation where we can. So we'll just buy in, say, something like that. Excellent. And now we'll hit that sweet, sweet reinforce fleet button. And we'll get 1 cruiser and 1 battleship. We still have 2.9k though.
A mining station has been lost.
So I'm thinking that that probably maxes out this fleet. Is my guess. The third combat fleet we're going to put these alloys into, because the second combat fleet is going to be fighting up in Brillisar in just a little while.
Study has been completed.
There's our Giga Cannons finishing up. We will probably think about upgrading our ships again sometime soon. Probably around the time we're just doing repeatable techs. We can enter the Shroud. And we're actually just going to wait for this month tick for that to be doable. Excellent. A shard of perfect crystal floats here, rotating slowly around its own axis. As we approach, it shatters into 1,000 pieces. We could grab increased ship speed, and that's what we're going to do. And I believe it did not work. Yeah, it did not work. We're losing some unity. That's okay. I mean, as far as unity goes, we just need a couple points in domination, so I'm fine with this. Okay, rivalry, yeah, that's fine. There's a Tempest shoal up here. We did indeed expect that. Excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Oh, we can't queue that. Did we already queue it? Yes, we did. That's fine. This construction ship can then come back over this way and build these stations as soon as it's done with those nanites. Necrophaging has happened. That's all well and good. We're going to be entering Brillisar in just a few days here. Well, it was definitely a few more days than I was hoping, if I'm honest. The third construction ship, we will go ahead and continue getting some additional ships for. Or third construction ship? What am I even talking about? I have no idea. I don't even know what the third construction ship is. We only have two, and one of them is super idle and has been for a really long time. Okay, in we go to eliminate the pirates. Maybe. There we go. Now we should, in theory, be able to handle this, I think. We have far better tech than they do. Yeah, our shields are mostly holding against them. That's great. Hopefully we don't take any losses here. I'm not seeing any. Yeah, no losses were taken. That's fine. The third combat fleet is repaired. We're going to start it moving up over here. Excellent. And the second combat fleet has raided that pirate station. We're going to send them back to get repairs, but I want it to be not at Wasat. Go to Canopus. Okay. This construction ship can now come in to Brillisar and finish that up. That's fine. And I think we can even get away with building a starbase in Wilcom. So we will definitely do that. Okay. So the second combat fleet definitely needs to be reinforced. There's no doubt about that.
A study has been completed.
Wait, what are we going to run out of? Oh, we're out of exotic gases. Noted. We knew that was going to likely be a problem. I don't suppose we can get gas extraction wells here. No free ones there. This is a forge world. This one, however, is a refinery world, and we could put in an exotic gas refinery here. Alternately, we are currently gaining 1 nanite per month. We could put in a nanite transmuter to transmute that into a few other things. Now, that won't give a job, of course. But that still might be worthwhile. And we're going to do it. We'll also upgrade to a planetary capital to deal with our unemployment here a little bit. And this is a refinery world. We kind of don't need anything else here for now. We could just put in a generator district to help offset our power costs. That'll be a thing. This forge world here, it needs housing and a job. This will provide both. Okay, this tech world requires a building. We'll put in a research lab. Ebonar requires a building, not housing, just a building. So we will put in research labs. Or will we? Hang on. Do we already have... I don't believe we have a research institute on here. Remote harvesting traps, cyto-revitalization chambers. We've got a planetary capital. Where is it? Where is the research institute? Here it is. We're lacking 40 exotic gases. Now, that's not a surprise, considering our current situation. We'll buy in a few of those, just to keep us afloat, but we're working on solving that. Now, the research institute is going to cost an exotic gas in upkeep. We have 2 coming in, so we should currently be even on exotic gases. We're going to upgrade this to a planetary capital. And then we're going to be able to put in another research institute here. So that's fine. This forge world needs a job. Let's just go to alloy mega forges. We're doing absolutely fine on volatile motes. No problem there. Zoltan Prime here is lacking in housing. And we'll just go ahead and put in a city district. That's fine. Canopus Prime is a tech world that could really use a research institute. We are lacking 5 exotic gases to make that happen. And I'm okay with that. We'll just sell those, and we will put in a research institute. Now, this does mean we will be negative on exotic gases. We may actually want to put in a buy order, an automatic buy order for, say, 5 monthly exotic gases. We can afford that. That should not be an issue. We finished up kinetic batteries, and let's just grab flak cannons for now. Nice and fast there. Excellent. Okay, so the second combat fleet is going back for repairs. The third combat fleet... Actually, the third combat fleet is not repaired. Get back there. Get back to Canopus. Somehow that didn't get repaired. Okay, noted. The first combat fleet does have its battleship on the way to it, so that is great. As soon as that gets there, the question is, do we want to go up here, or do we want to keep them trapped in Sigma Draconis? Now, if they try to break out with multiple Tempest shoals, we are going to have an issue holding that. At least for now. Mega Shipyard is done. That's great. And let's go for... None of these are amazing. I guess Galactic Campaigns is the best that we can go for right now. Seems okay. Just wondering, why is this saying 162? Ah! It did somehow get too many in the Corvette department. Okay, we will go ahead and transfer out a couple of Corvettes. Like so. We'll transfer those in with the second combat fleet. And then the first combat fleet... we can simply bring this down to 26. This should be at, let's see here, 5, 10, 18, and 26, right? 19 and 26. 5, 10, 19, 26. Yes, that's correct. And the third combat fleet, 5, 10, 26, and 19. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. So we are, of course, going to... This guy's joined the United Trading Pact. Okay. Noted. Wow, there's a lot of nothing down over here. I wonder if the Tempest shoals did that much damage. There's actually a lot of damage happening, looking at the galaxy as a whole. That's good to know. We're going to grab Stormfire autocannons next. Gateway construction will finish up soon enough. Just checking on why that was blue. I think because we have association status with these guys. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on there anyway. Okay, so the third combat fleet is now properly repaired. So we will move them up. The second combat fleet will be arriving over here eventually. We should probably continue to reinforce it, though, and so we shall. We are going to be approaching our naval cap relatively soon, so that is noted. This construction ship is busy for a while, so that's great. The second combat fleet is now properly getting repaired. So that's good. For whatever reason, even though they were in orbit over the station, they weren't getting repaired previously. I'm not entirely sure why that was, but whatever. We're going to continue to reinforce the second combat fleet. Just pump those ships out of the Canopus shipyard. Excellent. And then we are actually getting...
A hostile fleet has appeared to us.
How many? 3? 3 Tempest Chills. We did catch them off guard. This one is very low on armor. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. We do have reinforcements on the way. This is what I was afraid of, though. Well, let's see how we do. Yeah, that really hurt. That really hurt. However... we did win. But at what cost? Okay, a scientist and an admiral were killed there. We did lose our science ship. That was probably to be expected. Let's go ahead and queue up another science ship. We will need one. And that'll be a relatively high priority. The first combat fleet will return for repairs. Boy, do they need it. I'm actually shocked that we won that. The second combat fleet does not need repairs. It's still at 100%. I think really the only reason we won that is because of this storm here. The shield nullification is big for us. The third combat fleet is the one that showed up, and they absolutely do need repairs. Okay. Noted. We can activate our relic. It's real tempting. Actually, I think it's a good idea right now. Let's see about getting the minerals that we need. We'll do something like that. 26k. Yikes. Okay. So that will hopefully be enough. Yep, just barely. Okay. We'll activate that, and we're going to immediately put all of those minerals into service, reinforcing the first combat fleet. But hey, we just managed to take very little damage there. I'm quite pleased with how we managed to hold off that attack, actually. That was pretty great. Yeah, necrophage shortages are fully expected. Yep, reinforcements will be in transit.
Study has been completed.
And they're also being built from Wodriaks, so it's gonna be a while. We're gonna move our science ship up over here. We're not gonna quite move into this system, but we're gonna move up to here, and we will need a leader for that. Eager is fine. And we do need a fleet command limit increase. We need naval cap more than we need fleet cap. And we don't really need food. I guess we'll go for the fleet cap. It's not necessarily ideal, but it'll do.
Study has been completed.
Stormfire autocannons finishing up. Very nice. Civilian replicomplexes is what we'll go for next. Okay. The first combat fleet will be arriving over here shortly. We're going to continue to reinforce it as quickly as we can. Wodriaks is building a cruiser, and we have a pair of cruisers that just were queued up at Canopus. That's fine. We're nearly capped out on our corvettes, and I think our destroyers were queued up as well, but I don't think we queued up any battleships. So that is definitely going to be a thing. It's unfortunate. I was planning on taking this system immediately, but taking those losses, that definitely makes things tougher. There's no doubt about that. Well, the first combat fleet is repairing nicely in terms of their strength. We'll bring them up. The third combat fleet is going to be repaired shortly as well. There we go. We'll bring them back up as well. And let's hit that sweet, sweet reinforce fleet button yet again. Excellent. Flak artillery, improved strike craft. We'll go for the space torpedo, so that's the fastest one there. Excellent. And man, these guys, these tempest shoals, they really know how to make alloys go away. There's no doubt about that. We're making 290 per month. We'll need more. There is no doubt about that. This Forge World here, actually, is currently in need of an alloy foundry. That's ideal. This Refinery World is currently having some unemployment. I think we will maybe offset our... I don't want to do food, though. I guess we'll just put in a generator district. It's not ideal, but it'll do. This Tech World is lacking in employment, and it's a grim one on unemployment. So upgrading the Chamber of Elevation would just spend exotic gases. If we're going to spend exotic gases, I think we're better off spending them on research complexes. This Generator World here, it has a specialist unemployment. That's unfortunate. In fact, we don't even need that. That specialist is just going to not do anything. We can't get a specialist job there. This Tech World is, I believe, in need of a research institute? Yeah, but we're lacking 122 minerals to make that happen. I'm going to unpause, and we'll take this a month. And we'll get those 122 minerals. There we go. This Forge World has an unemployment. It is a specialist. Now, that would be employed if we upgraded this Alloy Megaforge. We're pretty short on our minerals right now to make that happen, but I'm going to just buy a couple thousand in, or 1,500 in, just to make this happen. So we're going to get Alloy Nanoplants immediately. Is this a Ministry of Production? Yes, it is. This Agri World here, I mean, realistically, what are we going to do with this Agri World? We could put in an exotic gas refinery, because we're making plenty of food. We can always change it over if we have to later. Let's do it. Fleet command limit finished up. That's nice. We'll grab it again, I guess. And kinetic artillery. Sure. That does, of course, mean that we can expand our fleets further. So we'll take this up to 20, and then fill out the rest. Actually, that would be 44 corvettes. Interesting. We could take this to 36 and put in another battleship, potentially. I'm not sure that's necessary. But I guess it's okay. So 36 corvettes and 6 battleships. So we add 10 here, and like that. And 20 destroyers. For now. And then the third combat fleet, same thing. And this needs to go up to 36. It adds to the nearest multiple of 10. Noted. Okay. Well, we definitely held off their attack over here. And we even kept our station. That's nice. We're on our way over with our main fleet here, and actually we're lacking housing on this power science world. We'll put in a city district. That will be absolutely fine. And this generator world here, well, it has that unemployment that we can't do anything about. That's right. Yeah, nothing really to be done there. We can continue, of course, to reinforce the first combat fleet now that we are even more powerful in terms of how much we have in our fleet size. So that's nice. These guys are going to find that there's nothing that they can do up here. Oh, we do get a tradition, and that tradition is guaranteed to be colonial viceroys. Okay. I mean, governor level cap isn't too bad. We'll take it. So we have a battleship finishing up quite soon, in about 60 days. I really do want to attack these guys, but the triple attack here definitely set us back a little bit. And I think that'll be a job for next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when we will grab Semesta for sure. Oh, look at this. We'll grab Semesta for sure, and then... Oh, our enlightenment completed. Or these guys' enlightenment was completed. Over here. Okay. We're going to grab Semesta for sure next episode, and we're going to get ready to attack Sigma Draconis, but we're not going to do that without 3 fully good-to-go fleets. That is going to be exciting. See you all then.